The Icons of Real Estate Podcast. Are you ready to learn the proven money-making secrets from top-producing icon agents? Ready to skyrocket your business? This podcast is for you. Tune in every week and find out how to implement proven strategies to 10 times your business, from $3 million to $30 million in just 12 months. Brought to you by the Masters in Real Estate Marketing, Arter SEO.
I would fantasize about selling houses in that area and rubbing elbows with people.
That's funny.
So I emailed them. I emailed the Altman brothers from the show because I kind of connected with them, Josh and Matt Altman. I emailed them and says, from my government computer, I go, "Hi, my name is Jordan Dennis. I'm a Marine. I'm also a real estate agent. I admire your success. How do we get there?" Go home the next day, they responded. And I'm like, holy cow, they responded. And then Matt Altman on the show gives me his personal cell phone number, and he says, "Call me tomorrow at this time. I'd love to talk to you. Thank you for your service." I'm like, holy cow. So I called that next day. I missed the time frame because I was on the flight line, really upset, but I called back anyway. And he talked to me for like 20 minutes, just giving me advice on how to be a producing top agent. And it was like the best advice, free advice I've ever had from someone that, I admired on TV. Yeah. Anyway, fast forward again. It's now a year and a half later. I'm doing great selling real estate and being in the Marines. So then I sent him a gift. I had an American flag flown in a F-35 and I had it framed. And then I put like, "Hey, thanks for everything, Squadron coin." And I mailed it to their office. And then they called me and they said, "Hey, thanks for the gift. This is amazing. You didn't have to do that." And then I said, "Next time in your LA, come on over and you can hang out with us," and things like that. Well, I go out into LA. This is now we're talking 2014, and they let me shadow them for 2 days.
Wow!
Like going to open houses and all this other stuff. So it was really inspirational. So I've just kind of focused my career on, at least in the last since then, on trying to get other younger, newer agents to love real estate as much as I do, the way they took time out of their schedule for me. Like, who am I? Right. And it was really nice. It was nice of them to do that. And so that inspired me to just want to, again, motivate other agents to love it. And then the money and all the deals just comes with it. Comes with it. Yeah, naturally. Sir. Yeah, you don't have to. That's how I got into real estate.
Yeah, you don't have to chase the dollar, right? I mean, you have a for others mentality for the most part, or when you do have a for others mentality, it comes with it.
Sure.
Yeah, that's what I found.
Yes, sir.
So we talked about how you got started in real estate. So let's talk about today. I know you had mentioned, someone you worked with there in the office. Are you on a team? Are you solo, or how does that work at your location?
So I am a solo agent, and I do that because I think it's a ranking system, the way Century 21 has it on the award structure. And I see other teams, and I'd only want to be on a team if I'm the team leader, and I'm only going to be on a team if I have a lot of motivators that really want to work. So I don't have a team in the sense of a team. My team is, I have other agents that may have found me on social media, or they're brand new agents and they want to learn from me. And then we have a mentorship program that I literally help them with social media and gaining leads and everything like that. I literally teach them every last little bit of information I know. And the ones that apply it are the ones that are making a lot of money selling real estate. So my team are my mentees. I have an assistant. And in my mind, my team is anyone that works well with me. My go-to lender, my go-to title agent, go-to vendors for inspections. And we're all in it together. We all believe in each other's goals. And to me, that's a team, even though I'm ranked just as an individual agent, if that makes sense.
That's super powerful. Yeah, that's super powerful for sure. So let me ask you, if I came up to visit and I drove up to the Emerald Coast, which I do from time to time, and, we went to your favorite establishment, watering hole, and, we were to have a drink, and we were just talking, and I were to say, "Hey, Jordan, what's the biggest thing that nags at you on a day-to-day basis? I mean, you're living in utopia, you've got a great system down. You're a happy, nicest guy, but there's got to be that one little thing that kind of maybe on a day-to-day kind of drags on you a little bit. Is there anything like that, or is it just that perfect right now?
When you said that, the first thing that came to mind is number one, real estate's always on my mind. I live, eat, and sleep it because I just have a passion for it. I love it that
Yeah,
much.
sure.
So when you said that, if you're referring to real estate, I just start thinking of agents not marketing the way they should. Real
Okay.
estate agents trying to wear every hat. And it makes me crazy. You get these I don't know their story. It's just me. It's just you're a professional. Act like it. If you have a $500,000 listing
Yeah.
and it's at 6%, that's a potential $30,000 that a seller is willing to pay you, and you're going to take photos on your cell phone. And just because you have the best iPhone in the whole world does not mean you are a good photographer. And just hire the workout and do it right. And I promise you, by doing it right, by hiring the right people, by having consistent marketing on a $200,000 listing or a $2 million listing, you're going to get noticed by having the absolute best marketing, the best photos and stuff. And it makes me crazy seeing agents kind of do it themselves. Photographers don't cost that much money. And
Yeah.
again, that's your brand. You're taking that person's house and making it your product. So act like it. You know what I mean? There's no reason why, if you go to CarMax, there's 30 beautiful photos of a 10-year-old Honda Civic, but a $1 million listing has five mediocre photos
Yeah.
with a blurry lens on your cell phone. There's no reason for that.
Yeah, that's
So
horrible.
that's what makes me crazy if we were referring to real estate. That was the first thing in my mind.
Well, I think that's something that would bother me. I mean, I think about how agents now use drone footage so much, right? And there are professionals who have licenses and running these drones and can get amazing, amazing shots, edit the shots, do a lot of different things. And then what do? I talked to an agent that said, "Oh, I bought a drone for $75 on online. I'm just gonna do it myself. I'm not paying a guy $1,000." And I'm thinking that's gonna look like crap.
Yeah,
Not only is it going to look like crap, Jordan, wait till they edit it and they want to make it cinematic, and which it should be. It's a $500,000 home. It should be a movie.
You know what? And speaking of that, like on my YouTube channel, I do property tours, and it's not a vlog. It's kind of like a vlog style, but I literally hire a videographer to film me, and we work good together. And
Right.
then he does the drone. He just puts it all together like it's a little
Yeah.
mini
It's a movie.
HGTV show, and that's the
Yeah.
way it's supposed to look. And I
That's the way
promise you, when you do it right, like I get listings from people seeing my videos of property tours.
all day long.
If I
Right.
have a really nice listing, it's going to get a property tour, and people will start to expect you to do it over and over again, and that becomes part of your personal brand. You are
Right.
the one that has the best marketing for it.
Yeah.
And
Marketing that home is your job, right?
yeah, exactly right.
You should be
Exactly
making
right.
commercials for the home and getting
Yeah.
it. Nowadays, we don't have to go buy a $60,000 spot on ABC Monday Night Football or whatever, wherever you want to list it. That's not what we're doing. You're going to take that little mini movie. It's a minute and a half, 2 minutes long, and you're going to shoot it out to everybody and their brother in the community or whoever's looking, and they're going to see it, and somebody's going to want to come look at that home.
You're right. Like yesterday. So on Instagram, you have Reels, which is a competitor to TikTok. So obviously, since Facebook owns Instagram, now on your business page and personal one, you can have Reels on your business page. Well, yesterday it's only been 24 hours. I did a reel at a D.R. Horton community, and I had my buddy just walk through with me. I had a microphone on, so it looks real good. It's a minute and a half long of me giving a short tour while talking about all the incentives before the end of the year. 2,200 people have already seen it without me promoting it, and I got a lead from it. And I'm going to be showing them a D.R. Horton house on Friday because he saw it. It's in your hand, man. It's in your hand, and constant content is so important. If you're sitting around for 30 minutes, that could have been 30 minutes that you could have been doing something on social media. And if you don't know what to do, go find other agents and literally copy them, do everything that they're doing.
So
And I
easy.
sure it'll work.
It's so easy, right?
Yeah,
It really
absolutely.
is. You know, and it sounds like you're doing a masterful job of it. You know what you should do? You should package it and sell it to the other 1 million agents that aren't doing
Yeah,
it.
right.
You think I'm
Man.
joking, Jordan?
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
joking. I've done over 300 podcasts with agents, and you're probably one of 20 out of that 300. So I'm going to say 10% are taking things and doing them the extent that you are, and realize the value in doing that. So if you think I'm kidding, and I know listeners are probably going, all right, Tim, settle down. If you think I'm kidding about, I'm thinking of doing it myself,
Sure.
because the average age of a realtor is above 55 years old. I'm 52. So my generation invented the internet. My generation invented social media. It's been there my whole life. But most of the people my age and or above, I'll say 55 and above, had very little exposure to it once they were entrenched into real estate, meaning they were already realtors before all of these things came out. Not only that, there was a certain length of time it took for social media to catch up to allow for people to actually market through that resource or anything digitally. I mean, I'm including, Google, Yahoo, being anything, linkage to other sites. So yeah, I'm not kidding when I say you should just package the whole idea, build your, get yourself a little site with a class on it, and then boom, market it the same. And you talk about mailbox money, it's just videos of you telling them what to do.
Yeah, I know. I was, as you were saying that, I was thinking like a step by step, because
Yes.
like even the tools on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, I mean, it's easy. I'm 45 years old and I'm figuring it out. Like I might be past the cutoff of posting something, but I'm telling you it works. And gosh, so this is never going away. I've worked with real estate agents coming in that barely got their first smartphone like this year and stuff. So it's like where have you been? So think about this. I have many clients who have very young kids. My kids are now 20 and 24,
Yeah.
and they're out of the house, but there's young kids now that I see them walking through a house or at the closing table and they're playing with mom's cell phone. And I always say this, I always point to them and I go, those kids will never know a life without a mobile device, like
Right.
ever.
Right.
So these aren't going away. Real estate is, I've closed deals on Facebook Messenger. You know what I mean? For my military buyers that are in Japan or in Germany, and they
Yeah.
need to close on something, or I'm waking up at 2 o'clock in the morning so that I can message them at a certain time when they get off work and stuff. It's not going away.
Isn't it
That
crazy?
yeah, it's absolutely nuts. Now
I
are
know
the
a guy
days of,
that I know a guy that closes a ton of deals on his phone.
yeah, it's crazy.
And
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
it.
and it's not military. It's just another, he found someone else that handles transfers into the area, and they're all overseas and they're coming to America or vice versa. And he just sends them pics of the home, makes recommendations, gets a list of everything they want. Boom, here's 5 listings. I think I like number 2 or 3. Fantastic. And I'm like, I don't, this is all I do. Like this is for Tim. This is pretty much how I do it. And I got to tell you, man, there is a shift coming to where I'm not sure people will spend a lot of time looking at homes as a walkthrough, even though that'll always be a little bit of it. But it's amazing what people will buy, Jordan, but just
Yeah.
seeing it.
You know,
I'm looking
speaking
at your
of,
car. I want to buy it.
you're right. So speaking of video, one way that this is a great way of getting buyers to move forward that's been working for me. And ever since like the last 9 months when interest rates started going up again, and maybe people are a little bit concerned because they were spoiled and, interest rates were so low. So I've had a lot of buyers not want to get out of the house. They're like, I don't want to go. It's I can't buy right now anyway, or whatever their concern is, but I know what they're looking for. So this last week, I've gone to showings by myself for them. And I'm not doing any of this FaceTime stuff, because FaceTime, in my opinion, is one and you're done. That's it. You're on the phone at the same time you're walking through. Hopefully your agent knows how to hold the phone properly so you can see everything, but I don't. I walk through, I hold my phone horizontally, the widest angle possible. I start at the front door and I talk about the house, the neighborhood, walk through the whole home, end up in the backyard. And again, they're not on the phone with me. I'm not streaming, I'm recording it.
Right.
Then when I'm done, I upload it to YouTube on a private link, and I send it to them. But I have like 3 or 4 buyers of the same for the same house, and I start sending that same link to everybody. So I'm going to showing by myself, and I'm showing them these things. And you can see how many people they can now share the video, and that's how I've been getting people this week out of the house. And that's why I'm writing an offer for something, because I said I'm going to go on a showing by myself and send this to them, and that gets them out of the house and gets them interested. So
Jordan, you're a genius, man.
Well, you know what? It works. Think about this. I have buyers. A lot of my buyers are out of state and out of the country because they're military. So they have to, a lot of times they want to buy a home prior to getting here.
Yeah.
So how do you organize that if you have several buyers doing the same thing? What I do is I'll go on Facebook, and I'll make sure that we're all Facebook friends, at least me and one of the people. Then I will create a private Facebook group called like the Smith Family Home Search. And I'll have a banner for it. I have a pinned post. And then if I'm doing a showing, I can do the showing live, and they can ask me questions as I'm recording it, and then the recording stays on the page. Or if they can't be there, I'm going to do videos anyway, just upload the video to the page. What's really great about this is now that person starts inviting all of their friends and family to this private Smith Family Home Search group. Now all their friends and family are now commenting and liking on the page on each and getting a discussion going on all these different videos on this Facebook group all the way down. And then it's turned into those people messaging me privately to ask about, hey, I'd like you to help me buy a house, or things like that. And then on the anniversary of them closing on the house, I still have the Smith Family Home Search. So now I can go on there and post a quick video. Hey guys, it's been a whole year. I hope you really love your house, blah, 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 blah. And they see me and like put a link there and like update stuff.
Yeah.
So that's been a good way of staying in touch and keeping track of all those things.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Social media, man.
You're doing great. You're doing great. Well, we're kind of winding down here. So if anybody, wanted to move to the Emerald Coast, or maybe they need to list something in the area, obviously they know how to find you on social media by now, but how would they get in touch with you? You got a number they can call, an email address?
Sure. My direct number is 850-420-4274. On Instagram, it's at Jordan Dennis Real Estate. And then Facebook, my Facebook business page, I get more traffic and more engagement and more messages than any other platform. And I think people don't use business pages enough. And my business page is just simply Jordan Dennis Real Estate Professional. You can't miss it. And my website is jordandennisleadingyouhome.com. But that's how you can get a hold of me, man.
Well, Jordan, take us out. The last minute or two, here we are at the end of the show. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Get on your soapbox and tell us how you're feeling, or what you're thinking, or anything that you want to get off your mind, your chest about real estate, your family, whatever it might be. Take us out here at the end.
Well, lately, what I've been doing to, I guess, meditate, if you want to call it or my version of meditating,
sure,
is I love heavy metal music. I love angry heavy metal music. I've been a Metallica fan my whole life. And you know what? If I can, like after this, when I'm all done here, because I got to make a call and go do a showing after this before I head home. But what gets me in the mood, man, is when I throw on like a Pantera or a Megadeth song, Ozzy Osbourne. I crank it up, and it's just loud and thrashy. And I'm telling you, boy, that gets my blood pumping. I'm in a good mood, screaming at the top of my lungs on my way to a showing in my this beautiful Dodge Challenger TA 392.
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love that thing. And that's how I've been marketing myself is that's my end. I'm real
Rock
estate
and roll real estate.
and
Yeah,
I'm heavy metal and muscle cars. And that's how people
there
know
you
me.
go. I
It's all
love it.
about branding. So that's how I do it. But
I love it.
that's what's on my mind. I'm listening to loud heavy metal music on the way home after this.
Do it, man. I've seen Metallica in concert 5 times, so
Yeah,
I'm right
7.
there. Yeah, there
Yeah,
you go.
man.
Right there with you, man.
They
I don't
still
know
got
why.
it. They're like pushing 60 and they
Right.
still got
They're about a little bit older than me because I was listening to them when I was 14.
it.
So,
Nice.
back to well, I'm not even going to say the album title, but yeah, back to
Kill 'em all,
those.
ride the lightning.
Yeah, you
One of
said it.
those
I
ones.
didn't. Yeah. Yeah. So I've been listening to them a long time. I used to go to Monsters of Rock shows, when I was
So
18.
cool.
Yeah,
So
so great.
cool.
So great. I love watching the video of them in Russia,
Oh,
with the 1.9 million people. And I'm like,
ridiculous. Can you
that is
imagine?
just ridiculous.
That is
And
crazy.
for people
That's
who don't
branding.
listen, trust me, more people listen than you think.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's red-blooded. I'll say red-blooded American music. That's all it is.
Yeah, exactly right.
George,
Cool.
it has been a super joy having you on the show today. Be
Yeah,
safe with
I
your
appreciate
family.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. Enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday, however you celebrate it. And I look forward to catching up with you in the next 3, 6, 9 months, see how things are going. And
Great.
we will talk again.
Awesome. Great. Have a good
Perfect.
one.
Have a good one, man.